What's up, Sooner Nation? Welcome back to the Sooner Surge. Before we get started on this video, please check out the Fan Stop. Check out their officially licensed national championship softball shirts. You will not be disappointed. Also, thanks to everyone who's been subscribed to our channel and to all you that are new to our channel. We appreciate you taking the time to watch the content here at the Sooner Surge. It's official. It's in. The Sooners have received a portal commitment here. Abby Dayton out of the University of Utah. Guys, an outfielder that really there's some connections with this Sooner team, and that we'll talk about. And guys, a phenomenal hitter, over 400 this year in the Pac-12. Excellent hitter, excellent outfielder. Great get by Patty Gasso.
Yeah, 431 batting average this past season for Utah. Third team All-American. Accolades go on and on, even back to her freshman year. Was a freshman All-American, All Pac-12 first team, All Pacific Region third team in 2023, first team in 2024. But the connections, as you mentioned, from Norco, California, that's where Kinsey Hansen is from, was recruited at Utah by a Gasso and DJ Gasso. He was there for her freshman year in that World Series run before he took a job at Arkansas this a year ago, and then also travel ball, OC Orange County Batbusters, Coach Mike Stith. We've talked about it, seems like, for the last few weeks in the freshman videos we've done on all of the recruits that have played travel ball for Coach Stith, and Abby Dayton is one of them. So quite a few connections for Oklahoma and Abby Dayton.
Yeah, you guys mentioned an elite hitter. I mean, that average is top of the line. 2 years in the Pac-12, all Pac-12 first team both years. That's impressive. Freshman, sophomore. Pac-12's got great talent in it. To be all Pac-12 first team in your first 2 years, really impressive. Also, a stat I thought was really interesting and speaks volumes is 13 triples. That's really good. So elite hitter, also had 1,000 fielding percentage in the outfield. So can play extremely good defense. And I think really a need for Oklahoma, guys. I mean, you look at it, we talked about it. We thought outfield was definitely a need with, I think Hannah Core, it's just she's going in for that other back surgery. You don't know how she's going to respond to that. You have other options. You look like Maya Bland, who didn't get a lot of playing time last year, but Abby Dayton's somebody that can step in day one with great experience and elite talent and really help this team, guys.
Yeah, you talked about the 1,000 fielding percentage. You talked about the triples. She's got speed. OU lost a lot of speed. Let's just be honest. Jada Coleman and Riley Boone out in the outfield is phenomenal speed. You bring in someone like Abby Dayton, and originally maybe this is something that people say that's not really one. Abby Dayton's not really one on the radar, I thought. But the more you look at her playing style, what she brings, it actually makes perfect sense, which isn't a surprise because Patty Gasso seems to always bring in people who make perfect sense. And the Abby Dayton is no exception. You talk about her cover ability in the outfield and what she brings to the plate. Listen, she was the number 18 player in 2022 out of that class. She's young as well, so she'll be here for a couple of years. It's just, this makes perfect sense to me, guys.
Yeah, again, losing Jada Coleman, losing Riley Boone, two fantastic hitters and great defenders as well. Jada Coleman, best of both worlds, probably best defensive center fielder of all time. And you're having to replace those two in one offseason. Hannah Cord, you mentioned it, Jay, back injury. There's some other options with Maya Bland and then incoming freshman Cheney Helton. But, a 430 hitter is not something that goes into the portal that often. When somebody like that goes into the portal, you really have to jump on it. And, you mentioned the speed as well, Jay. 13 triples, 10 out of 12 stolen bases, left-handed hitter as well, replacing two left-handed hitters that the Sooners are losing. And then another fun fact of she faced Najari Kennedy against Stanford earlier in the year. Went 3 for 3 off of the best pitcher in the country with the runs scored. So I mean, she can really hit with just about anybody.
Yeah, that speaks volumes. Going 3 for 3 against Kennedy. Hey, you mentioned the outfield, Hunter, and I look at this portal class, the OU. With they had 5 open spots when it started, and I think you look at all the talent they come in freshmen. I think this is perfect. Somebody that's played 2 years, only has 2 years left. It's not like they're coming in and going to be there for 3-4 years. So 2 years left, and you look at the outfield experience. I mean, what they have, Pickering's really the only one that's really played out there. I mean, Hannah Core has at time, but you don't know how that's going to be. So I think the experience in the outfield will really pay dividends for Oklahoma this year with Abby Dayton. And you mentioned it, just the all-around game, everything about her. It's a perfect fit. Perfect get for Oklahoma. Huge get for Oklahoma, I think, really.
Yeah, I believe highest batting average in Utah history since
Yeah.
1994. A year ago, 15th in the country with a 431 average. Multiple 3+ hit games, 4 hit games against good teams. I mean, Najari Kennedy was a 3 hit game. She had a 4 hit game against Oregon. That was a team that was in Oklahoma's regional, one of the top teams. Really over the course of the year, a top 25 team for a good chunk of the year, or kind of on that bubble as well. And I mean, she has Oklahoma City experience from a year ago. I mean, a 13-game hit streak towards the end of last season during that whole run to Oklahoma City between conference tournament to regional, super regionals, and a few games in Oklahoma City. So the experience is there. And then back to those connections. I mean, Oklahoma, you look at the team right now, it seems like almost half of the team, travel ball wise, played for Coach Mike Stiff. And now Abby Dayton's another player with that same connection.
Yeah, you mentioned the hit streak. I was going to cover it, but you got it. I was going to, I think that just anytime you hit 430 or whatever the average is, over 400, you're not going to have a whole lot of offers. And so, that's a very consistent hitter that hits over that percentage. So, like you said, just elite talent and big time get for Patty for this offseason. I think huge get, and it's going to be a perfect fit, I believe, there in Norman at Love's Field. Hey, appreciate you guys watching this video. We'll have more content every time OU gets a new commitment out of the portal. Make sure you're tuned in. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications, be a part of it so you don't miss out on all our content. We appreciate it. We'll talk to you next time. Boomer.